In a recent revelation, on-chain researcher BoringSleuth has connected the dots between the meteoric rise of the meme token Shiba Inu and SBI Holdings, Japan's largest digital bank conglomerate. The researchers deep dive into the financial and strategic moves of SBI Holdings, suggests potential orchestration behind the scenes. BoringSleuth's revelation began with a cryptic equation a few days ago. SHIB patches a profit, 46% of the SBI Holdings, Japan's largest digital bank conglomerate. So two crashes delved into the timeline of events that led to the rise of Shiba Inu. On July 1st, 2020, SBI Group invested $30 million into BTC2 for an uncontrolling interest. Just 30 days before the token SHIB was launched on the Ethereum blockchain, BoringSleuth stated, this investment is significant because BTC2 is believed to be the workplace of SHIB's anonymous founder, Rizokus Ryoshi. As Bitcoin has reported, the on-chain sleuth claimed in a research published last week that the anonymous founder of Shiba Inu, Ryoshi, is a combination of two individuals, Ryo Suzuki and Tsuyoshi Maruyama, both former advisors to BTC2 Group. Interestingly, BTC2 Group is the current market maker for Robinhood, whose wallet at one point accounted for over 25% of the total SHIB supply. At the beginning of his remarks, BoringSleuth highlighted that despite a significant donation of SHIB tokens to Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik Buterin, the token didn't experience any significant surge in volume or price in the early days after its inception, August 2020. However, the dynamics changed once the chess pieces were in place. BoringSleuth pointed out that during the summer of 2020, SBI Group was primarily recognized in the crypto community for being the largest institutional holder of XRP, with XRP facing regulatory challenges and a lawsuit from the SEC. SBI Group made a strategic move by purchasing 90% of BTC2, a UK-based crypto liquidity and trading firm. In January of 2021, SHIB liquidity pools were drastically beefed up. In May of 2021, SHIB saw a massive price surge when Buterin announced he was donating 10% COVID charities and burning the other 90%. SHIB had its moment, skyrocketing in price. A well-played and well-timed story. He added, being 10% about the prices of decade. The researcher then posed a critical question. How do I know SBI Group or BTC2 even held any SHIB? He answered by revealing that SBI Group indeed held SHIB through both of their crypto entities, making it one of only 11 crypto assets they handle on both the SBI VC Trade platform and the Bitcoin exchange. BoringSleuth's analysis of SBI Group's financial growth is particularly striking. According to SBI Group's 2023 investor presentation, in the 20 years leading up to 2020, SBI Group never held more than $6 billion in assets. In 2023's report, they booked $22.3 million in assets. In 2019, they registered an unprecedented profit of the $5 billion, marking an increase to President of Mr. Fodl, and they were often dependent on the saviology, and they were often not to have any 15 figures to say that they're scattered or suffered with me, and that. Advancing 3 years, SBI Group's profits soared sixfold to $1.367 billion. This surge elevated their earnings per share to nearly 10 times its previous value within a mere 3-year span. While SBI's revenues saw a 44% year-over-year growth in 2022, their gross profit astonishingly multiplied by 8 times. The researcher therefore asked the question, how could a well-established 23-year-old organization with 87 different companies stretched across 24 different countries around the globe all of a sudden grow their profits by a property of we and what we're going? Grow their impact in the bottom Montedusler residency
less than 2,000 around the world. We want to find suggest 2,000 drill.
In trying to drive out a conclusion from the data, BoringSleuth stated, and they experienced growth like this because they sold worthless meme bags to holders who bought into the hype. And I know many people that bought and lost. Who didn't lose? SBI Group and their shareholders. While BoringSleuth's revelations have stirred the crypto community, it remains if there's any reaction from SBI Holdings or the Shiba Inu development team around anonymous Satoshi Kusama. At press time, SHIB traded at 1,476, a 63,200,763 over the next few weeks. A directional move for Shiba Inu could be in the offing. Will the price perform a bullish short breakout as a result of a triple bottom or a sharp dip due to the pending descending triangle?